Once again, Travis Scott pays homage to his hometown in Texas. Let's take a closer look at the Nike Air Force One Cactus Jack. What's going on, guys? You're watching Sneaker News on YouTube, and today we're taking a closer look at the Air Force One Low collaboration with Travis Scott. Before we do that, just do us a quick favor, please hit that subscribe button. Also, big thanks to Stadium Goods for lending us this pair. If you're interested in buying the Travis Scott ones from Stadium Goods, check the links below while supplies last. So as you guys know, this upcoming collab with Travis and Nike, super high in demand. There's been rumors about the shoes for pretty much the entire year. You know, he wore them and gave away a pair in the September Made in America festival. So now the release date is finally here, so let's just go over those basics. They officially drop on November 16th. The retail price is $160, and these will also drop in preschool and toddler sizes. Again, November 16th. Check the store links below if you need to know exactly where they're gonna drop. They're most likely gonna be all raffles, so good luck. So now let's take a closer look at the shoe. Now, this is not the first Air Force One that Travis did. Of course, the first one came in Complex Con with the removable swooshes, and it was followed by a sail pair, which was very, very similar. And those are kind of flipping for a lot of money right now. If that's any indication in terms of the possible peak value of his shoe, these might be uptrending, but these are far more louder than the previous two, because those were kind of based on like reviving the whole white on white Air Force One, but these are a nod to his hometown. And you know, he likes to do that with his shoes, and just even calling back to his own personal history. Of course, the Jordan 4s were inspired by the Houston Oilers. The Jordan 1s were inspired by his personal favorite SB when he was, you know, into kicks. Now this one is actually inspired by his actual childhood upbringing in Missouri City, Texas. He grew up on a farm with his grandma, and he just remembers a lot of workwear jackets, and all those woodland type of colors and details and materials are very, you know, familiar to him because that's kind of what he grew up around. He implemented that into this shoe. Now, of course, the first thing that you notice is this shroud on the tongue. It's consisting of two materials. On the right is this corduroy, and on the left is this blue canvas, and it is connected together by this brass YKK zipper. And what's interesting is that you can kind of mismatch them. So you can go all blue canvas or all corduroy. So that's really up to you. We're just showing you corduroy and canvas just to kind of give you an idea of what it could possibly look like. And we do have a pair without the shroud that we show you in a little bit, but we just want to kind of go over all the materials that we see on the shoe because it is inspired by workwear jackets. So there's a lot of canvases, a lot of, you know, thick, durable burlap type of materials. But at the toe box, it's a little more premium. Here we have a nice suede toe box. It's a super soft, buttery suede, really great on any sneaker, in our opinion. And on the toe box, it's this micro tumbled leather with the classic perforations on the toe box. Towards the heel, there's all these workwear inspired details. This material right here is like a hard canvas material. What makes up the rest of the panels is this thicker, almost burlap kind of material, which again is pretty commonly found on, you know, farms and whatnot. Now here it says Cactus Jack Records in Russian. If you go more towards the back, towards the ankle panel, we have more of a like wood branch camo style pattern. Almost looks like elephant print, but it's definitely not. The swoosh overlay has, again, that same canvas material. And if you own the OG Air Max 1 Safaris by Atmos, it's kind of the similar material. So again, we know that this material is very, you know, akin to, you know, any sort of outdoor inspiration. If we switch over to the medial side, instead of the canvas material, we have a nice corduroy. And again, another piece of corduroy on this panel. The medial side swoosh does have a camo pattern, and you know, camouflage again is a very, very common theme in, you know, outdoor gear. And the same Cactus Jack print is now only flipped. As you can see, the Cactus Jack in Russian is now towards the heel, whereas that elephant print lookalike camo print is now toward the mid panel. So definitely no shortage of detailing on this Air Force One. They sort of went for that mismatch look. Now on the right shoe, we want to show you without the shroud. As you can see on the tongue, it just has a classic Nike Air Force One label. And there's a black and white plaid flannel sort of pattern that again is really common in outdoor gear. And the base laces is this kind of dark brown sort of mix that pairs well with the shoes, but it does come with 2 extra sets of laces. You can go with the black or like an off-white cream. And the lace collar, again, a whole different mix of colors and materials. We have the suede, and you have this soft leather finish. Again, just to show you the zipper shroud, it's a corduroy on one side, navy blue canvas on the other, and you can mix and match, you know, one or the other. Just to show you an idea of how you actually attach the shroud to the laces, there's all these little loops that are stitched down, and you have to kind of intertwine them all when you lace up the shoes from the bottom. So it is a bit of a tedious kind of task to put these on and off, but again, if you want to leave them on, you can. If not, and the zippers right here, it's again a brass YKK zipper, and it zips up pretty easily. So you can either have them on or have them off. So it's really up to you. You know, we're showing you 2 on-foot shots, one with and without the shroud. It really depends on your personal preference. A few other details that we like to point out. First, the midsole stitching has this bright green. Again, maybe a play on the whole cactus thing or just grass for outdoors. And on the heel are these canvas straps that are held down with brass rivets. On the right shoe, it says TX for Texas, and on the left shoe, it says MC. Again, that's Missouri City. That's kind of where he grew up with his grandmother. And the heel tabs as well. It has like a wool, almost felt-like kind of finish. A whole mess of different materials that they used for this release. Kind of the anti-version of the first white pair that he did. These are much louder. Again, the fact that it has a shroud is kind of transformed the shoe completely differently. Now, what's also interesting about this release is this custom shoebox. Here we have the standard Nike logo. This is something that's been common in a lot of the sportswear boxes with the oversized Nike, but it has this light canary yellow with this bright blue, and it has Cactus Jack in this same branch pattern that you see on the upper of this shoe. On the other side, we actually have a transparent window that again says Cactus Jack Records, and Cactus Jack is spelled out in Russian. And of course, our favorite smiley face. Now, just to show you the tissue paper on the inside, again, has that same Cactus Jack Records print all over. So there you have it. Just to quickly summarize, Air Force 1 Low Travis Scott dropping on November 16th for $160. You can wear them with or without the shroud and mix them up. Big thank you to Stadium Goods for lending us this pair for an unboxing. If you guys need to know more info about the shoe, just check the links below. We have detailed photos of not only the box, but also the shoes. We also have a store list. And again, in the comments, let us know if these are a pass or a cop or what you generally think about this particular collab. And thanks for watching. Please hit subscribe if you haven't yet, and we'll catch you in the next video.